Good morning, VC. It's Chad. I'm back with a long overdue update, little VCLT, and I apologize that I haven't made a video sooner, especially to thank the person for the VCLT, but I did thank them I did send a message to thank them. I just have not had time to make a video, so I got up this morning, had a little extra time, so decided to shoot this video and catch up on some of the new stuff I've gotten. So VC cheers, my coffee this morning. I was up late last night. I noticed, well, one of my favorite movies, actually, one of the favorite series, newer movies, The Hangover. I always try to go see that as, opening night or as soon as it comes out. And noticed yesterday when I was at work, I was playing on my phone, realized there was going to be a showing last night. And so I had the day off today, so I thought, hey, I'm not sure when I'll get a chance to see it again. And I don't normally go to a lot of movies here where I live because it's a small town. It's a pretty crappy theater. But it was showing last night, so got my ticket, bought it online, and so I could just show up and catch the movie. And so I was up kind of late last night watching that. Excellent movie. If you like the Hangover movies, definitely funny. Personal opinion is not as good as the first one, but better than the second one. So, anyway, that's my review on that. Anyway, did a trade, several weeks ago with Sarah over in Sweden at Sarah's Record Shelf. And we'd made arrangements to make a trade, and she sent me the first set of stuff, and I actually have sent some stuff over to her, so she should be getting shortly. And then we actually have a couple more packages in transition here. I'm getting a couple more little boxes fixed up for another trade we're doing, which is going to be some cool stuff to show when it gets here. So, the first trade, first thing we did is there was a record I had that she wanted. I said, no problem trading it, because I actually it was a reissue. I already had the original copy, not a big deal. So, sent it her way, and in return, she had sent me a really nice 180 gram limited edition colored vinyl of Burzum from the Depths of Darkness. Sorry about the glare there. Alright. That's actually a little card that she had wrote, so not part of the record. Beautiful packaging. It's 2 pieces of vinyl on these really nice white vinyl. I've only listened to one record so far, but it's very good. Very good if you're into this kind of stuff. Some people are, some people aren't. It's kind of a acquired taste, I think. So, anyway, so that was the first piece that she sent. Along with that, she sent a couple of singles here. She got me Depeche Mode, People Are People. Let's see. And on the B-side, In Your Memory. The next one of my favorite bands from the 80s, LA Guns, with the Ballad of Jane. Gosh, that glare is terrible today. And on the flip side of that is Some Lie for Love. The next one is Triumph's Allied Forces. And on the flip side of that, it's Hot Time in the City Tonight. So those were very cool. Thank you very much, Sarah. I really do apologize for taking so long to make a video. I'm just lazy sometimes, and I've just been busy. So anyway, very sorry, but I really do appreciate what you sent. I hope you like what I sent your way. Like I said, we got another trade going on. I'm working on another package for you, so and I know you'll like this other stuff. So moving along, let's see. So I'll do all the vinyl, then we'll do CDs and cassettes and other stuff later. My wife had gone to Half Price Records, or Books and Music a while back, and our anniversary was coming up, and so she thought it'd be funny to get a couple of records for me that I don't know, they were just kind of odd records off the wall, she thought, but I actually liked them. So the first one is Eddie Money. And we kind of have a joke between us. We both like the commercial, the 2 Tickets to Paradise commercial. I can't remember what it's advertising actually, but we always get a kick out of that commercial. And so she found the record that had the song on there. So she picked that up for me. And then, actually, another Heart record for my collection, which I did not have. So that was really cool. Again, they were supposed to be kind of jokes, but they ended up being good. So the joke was on her, I guess. Alright. Speaking of our anniversary, I guess it was a couple weeks ago, we celebrated our wedding anniversary. And so we decided to leave town for the weekend. And so I booked us like a real special VIP suite or whatever in a hotel downtown Fort Worth, and thought we'd do some eating in some fancy restaurants, do a little shopping and stuff. And so when we got to town, first thing she wanted to do was go to the mall. I'm like, ugh, not a big mall person, don't really like being around mall people. And so anyway, we went for a little while. Luckily there was a Hot Topic in there. Again, not a big fan of the store, but they do have vinyl. So picked up a copy of Minor Threat, Out of Step. And this was like super cheap, like $10 or so. So definitely worth picking up. I have some of their stuff on CD, but did not have any on vinyl. It has comes in with like a promo picture, download card, the nice vinyl. Used to at the Hot Topic that at the mall that I went to had a bunch of vinyl. I went in, kind of wandered around. I saw a few CDs, didn't see any vinyl. Asked the guy, "Do you still have vinyl?" And he says, "Oh yeah." He goes, "It's right over there." And it was one little milk crate with a couple of Beatles records and some screamo band I never heard of, and or emo band, whatever it was. And then this was in there, so I was like, it needs to come home with me. It needs to go to a good home, so I picked that up. So it made it worthwhile going to the mall, I guess. While we were in Fort Worth, that was on Friday. On Saturday, we left the hotel. She wanted to do some more shopping at some shoe stores or whatever, and I was like, you're going to torture me like that? We have to go by the record store just for a little bit. And so I'm really glad I did. Actually went initially to pick up some stuff for VCLT, some trade stuff, but I got in there and I saw this, and the first thing I did, I grabbed it immediately because I've been looking for this on vinyl, and that is Electric Wizard. And this is Witch Cult Today. It's on the limited edition 180 gram black vinyl. Has the nice book, which I won't show too much. A lot of nudity there. Has some lyrics. It has an awesome poster of the band. I'm a big fan of this band. To be honest with you, the stuff here is really hard to come by. I have found one CD here in the States. I've downloaded some stuff from off iTunes, and then I think the last trade I did with Sarah, she actually sent me a copy of Black Masses on CD, which was very cool. So anyway, so now I have it on vinyl. It was 2 pieces, and here's the nice vinyl. Kind of a custom label there, just the number, side number, and the song. It was a little pricey, more than I normally pay for a record, but I was like, being that I never see their stuff, and it was an import, I guess, so anyway, I bought it. But anyway, while I was there, I picked up the VCLT stuff. On the way around to the register, they have a new section, or a section of like new stuff they got in. It's random new stuff and used stuff, just rock or whatever. And as I come around the corner to start looking at that, I find another Electric Wizard album. This is Black Masses, and I was like, no way. And so I was like, Again, this one was very pricey too, but I was like, I don't see their stuff very often, and so I had to pick it up. So here's the cover. Nice gatefold. Has awesome little sleeves. Again, I won't show the sleeves just for the fact there is nudity, and I don't want to offend anybody or YouTube and have this video cut. But again, it's on white vinyl. Nice little custom label on that. Man, this sounds great. It really sounds good on vinyl. And I had talked to Sarah, and I believe she said this is original pressing, so that's even better. So I was very excited to get this. The only other record I bought that day for me at Doc's was one of my favorite movies. Growing up, I actually had the DVD, and I think I had the VHS tape, but I'm not sure if I do anymore. And it's kind of a weird take on another movie, and that is the soundtrack to The Wiz. It's kind of an urban version, I guess, of The Wizard of Oz. If you haven't seen it, it's a really good movie. It's kind of cheesy, but it's got Diana Ross and Michael Jackson in it. I know as a metal guy, it's not cool like Michael Jackson, but I do. So, and this one was actually in great shape. The nice gatefold. And then it has a poster. Some of the characters and some of the scenes. And then it has another book that I think is, yeah, it's got some pictures, but it's lyrics to all the songs. So, you know, it's hard these days to find original pressings of records that still have the stuff in them, so that was really cool. So I was real excited to get that. Alright, that is all that I had picked up in Fort Worth. Where I live, there's a store called Hastings that I've talked about. You know, it has movies, music, books, videos, all that kind of stuff. Every now and then they get one or two pieces of vinyl in, and usually I end up picking it up because it's usually something I want. And I was in the day, and they actually had a section of used vinyl. Most of it was pretty crappy condition, and it was crap. Most of them they wanted like 99 cents to $1.99 for. So none of it was really any good, except I bought this one just because there was a couple of good songs off of it. Tom Jones, Greatest Hits. Just a fun party album, so you never know when you just throw something fun on. So it's got ring wear and stuff with the vinyls in great condition. I already played it, so very cool. The next one I paid, I think, $1.99 for, which is funny because you never see these in the wild normally. And when I was looking for them, but I found a copy of all places at Hastings of Winger. This one is in basically mint condition, and I think the vinyl is even in mint condition. Has a nice sleeve. It's a little dusty, but looks pretty good shape. So anyway, so I now have another copy of it. So if anybody needs a copy of the first Winger album, let me know. We'll set a little trade up for it. I really didn't need another copy, but for the cheap price, and I figured I'd go ahead and buy it because somebody might want it, might want to trade for it. So it's up for trade. A couple of weeks later, I was in Hastings, saw this record. I know nothing about these people. Absolutely nothing. Never heard of them. Don't know their names, who they were, or anything. My wife was with me, and I showed her and asked her if she knew anything, because she's more up on newer artists and mainstream stuff. And she said she knew who one or two of the people on here were. And I was like, I just think I'm going to pass. But the cover was just so cool. And so I had talked to my sister last weekend, and we were talking about it, and she was, oh yeah, you know, it's kind of country, kind of newer country and everything. And I was like, well, I'm not a real big country fan, but for the cover, it was a decent price. So I picked it up, and it's called Pistol Annie's Annie Up. And to be honest, I really just bought it for the hot looking girls on the cover and on the back. It's actually a nice packaging. I believe it's 180 gram. Yeah, 180 gram vinyl. I have listened to side A, not necessarily my favorite kind of music, but they sound pretty good, and they do have their voices are real good. So I guess it was worth it, but it's really worth it also for the custom labels. I don't know if you can see the side A with the pistol, pretty awesome. So anyway, it was kind of a blind buy. Normally don't do too many of those with artists I have no idea about like this, especially newer artists. But like I said, for the cover, I had to pick it up. So the next one that I got at Hastings, the night that I bought the other used records, and I couldn't pass this up for like 99 cents, which was Styx. Kilroy Was Here. It was in really good shape. I haven't listened to this one yet, but you can't go wrong with Styx. I have 2 or 3 of their records already, and it's one of those things I think I'm going to try to complete the collection on. So for a cheap price, it was worth it. So, alright, some more CDs here, or some CDs. Again, Hastings is one of those mainstream places, doesn't really have anything obscure or hard to find. Weird enough, probably about a month ago, and I may have already showed these, I don't remember. I was in there and had a display. It said, I think it was in March actually, because it said like March Metal Month or something, and it was a display. It had some obscure kind of stuff on there. So I picked these up, which was awesome to find there. It's Burzum Fallen. And then another Burzum, which is Skiptar. Normally I order their stuff, but they had it, and so I couldn't pass it. And I think I paid like $9 or $8 a piece for these, so very cool. The next thing, there is some more stuff actually. Here's a cassette I had ordered. I placed an order to Southern Lord record label. I love this record. I have it on vinyl, and I have it on CD. So now I own it on the cassette, which is Sleep Dope Smoker. It's on a really cool green cassette. Mine's still sealed. I have it on other formats I listen to. I haven't decided if I'm actually going to open this yet. I ordered another one for somebody else's VCLT, which will be to them a little later. So I don't know if I'm going to open it. The other person I talked to that I ordered it for said they would probably open it and listen to it. But like I said, have it on CD and vinyl, so I don't know if I'll open it or not. Some other stuff I got from Southern Lord. Let me get it real quick. Picked up a copy of Goat Snake on CD. I was a little short on cash, so I went with the CDs on these to be sure I liked them, and I love this CD. I have actually listened to it like 4 or 5 times already. Very good CD. I think I'm going to go back and now order it on vinyl when I get a little extra cash. This one's Om Pilgrimage. Another one really got into. I thought it was really awesome. And then I have seen several people in the VC showing this. Next one, it's a new release. And so I thought everybody was showing it. It was such good reviews on it and everything. So I went and picked it up last night on the way to the theater. The Hastings is next door. So picked this up, and it's the new Daft Punk. Wow. I'm only about 4 or 5 songs into it. Really good. I bought their very first CD that came out back when it came out back in 96, 97, 98, somewhere in there, I believe. Love that CD. Practically wore the CD out, and then I just kind of moved on and never bought into other stuff. But there was so many people talking about how good this was, so I had to pick it up. Hastings actually has the vinyl of this. It was $39.99. So about $40. So I was like, I'm going to pick up the CD first to see if I like it. I'm kind of thinking, again, nobody ever buys the vinyl at Hastings besides me, I don't think. So if it's there, another week or so when I get paid, I'll probably go pick it up because it's definitely worth it so far. It's very good. So that is about it. I'll probably not buy a whole lot more music right now. I'm trying to save up. I just saw an announcement where in Austin, coming in October, there will be a horror fest thing where there's going to be some movies and bands playing. And actually it's Phil Anselmo from Down, Pantera and stuff. That's one of the people that are kind of organizing it. So he is... I'm just a big fan of his, of all the stuff he does. So I'm actually thinking about saving and going to that and spending the weekend out there. They're going to be showing some old horror movies. I think Down is going to be playing. I Hate God, I believe, is going to be there. And some other bands from the New Orleans area. So that's kind of my second hobby besides music. I really love horror movies. Really love the ones from the 70s, early 80s. Probably the worse the acting is, the more blood, the better. So anyway, it's kind of on my list to do, so I may kind of cut back on the vinyl until I figure out how much the tickets are and how much the trip's going to cost me. One other thing I was going to show, talking about Phil, I don't know if I ever showed this on the video at Christmas time. I got a sampler from Housecore Records, which is Phil's label, and he sent me an autographed CD that has my name and everything on it there. It was a Christmas thing, so I guess he put a Christmas sticker on there. But anyway, it's a compilation of some of the bands and stuff like that that are on Housecore Records, 2 CD set, and anyway, it was very cool. I had actually placed an order at Christmas, and wasn't expecting to get an autographed CD, but I did. And it was actually made out to me, so that was really cool. So if you're not familiar with Housecore Records, definitely check them out, housecorerecords.com. Definitely some cool bands. Phil's in Arson Anthem, and then you got Harp, Soylent Green. War Beast is a really good band. They're actually from the singer there is actually from the Fort Worth area. So anyway, it was a cool sampler, and I wanted to show that. I don't know if I'd ever shown that, so that was really cool. So that's kind of what's going on with me. So I appreciate everybody watching. Thanks for leaving comments. If you haven't subscribed. I'm thinking about doing a contest when I hit 200. I have some couple of ideas, a couple of some really cool stuff to give away. So anyway, so once I reach 200, we'll do a contest, and I'll give some cool stuff away. So anyway, that's it. I hope everybody's doing well. I hope I didn't ramble too much. I'm still a little sleepy. Been drinking coffee, so I'm kind of a little jittery too. So anyway, I guess we'll talk to you later, VC. So take care.